Okay, so talk about College Unbound. Talk about the change that you see College Unbound trying to make, and how would you change that change that they're trying to make? Like, how would you make it your own change?
I would make my own change. Okay, so a traditional college is college classes. You study for homework. It's just, I feel that college secludes the rest of society. So I feel like there's only, okay, you go to college or you do a job. And anything that's not college is just completely seen as lower, like seen as beneath what the college experience is, and that every student should have that. And college isn't necessarily for everyone, but the problem is not necessarily everyone choosing not to go to college. The problem is college itself. It's expensive, and it basically not everyone has the opportunity to go. So if everyone had the opportunity to go, then it wouldn't be seen as this privileged thing. And the problem with college is that while the classes may be educating you in a way, they're still not doing their job to their full potential. They're not giving you real world experience. They're not teaching you how to just be engaged in the world and the community. In college is like you're in your own world. So not only are you leaving high school and going into the real world, you're going into the college world, which isn't necessarily the real world. And when you get out of college, you go into the working force, which may not be what you expected. The career that you studied for 4 years or for 2 is not even the career that you may want. So you took out all this money in loans for something that you're still not sure what you want to do. And when you get out of high school, you're still young, you're 18, there's so much that you have to learn about yourself. There's no breathing time, unless you know you want to defer, take a year off. There's no time to grow and to actually see what you want to do. So you're just thrown into, well, I just have to study, and. So I think College Unbound definitely is changing the way education is being pursued, the way education is being taught, and part of me is glad to be here. Well, not part of me. I'm glad to be here because I know I'm changing education in a positive way. And even with getting a job, it's not about what you know, it's who you know. So isn't that implemented within everything? If you want to if you want to do a job, or if you want to, get tickets free to the movie theaters, most of this world basically goes around who you know. And I believe that some way should be implemented in college. And that's what College Unbound does. They have this whole network. They, contact people they know for internships. It's like a hub. So it's an educational hub that allows you to have a cohort. So I believe that while education is needing to be fixed, there's always going to be a critique. There's always going to be something wrong. But as long as you have most of it right, that's what counts. So I think as a pioneer, we are changing education.
So how has this changed your outlook on education? How has this changed you? Because you've made a lot of changes through the road trip to now. So
yes, it has changed me in a way to know that I shouldn't follow a career because it's gonna pay me tons of money. Because that's not gonna make me happy. But what society has implemented into my mind, what society has done for me, is proved to me that it's hard to survive. And the world does revolve around money. If you don't have money, you have a lot of disadvantages. So I was going after a career of money. I was like, okay, I could settle for this. I could do this. I'm good at this. But that's not what I want. That's not what college should be about. College should be this fun experience that you remember, that you love, that you enjoy, that you want to go back to. Not something that you dread. Something that's going to teach you to follow your passion, your dream, and succeed in it. And that can happen. And that you don't need to just be an average person to be financially stable. So that's how I've changed. And I've changed to know that you don't necessarily have to love one thing. Just because you go to college and you get a degree in a career doesn't mean you have to stick to that career for the rest of your life. You can go back to school. You can get a different career. Or you can just do a different career. There's different options in life, and there's so many paths that you can follow.
Thank you, Talia. This time with you has been excellent. Thank you for being part of my interview. So as Talia just discussed to me, it's more than one way you can make change. You don't just have to make change by going out picking up the trash on the street. You make change through yourself, and people usually follow from that. So Talia took her change through education. She's going through an innovative program, and nobody told her she had to do this. She made this decision on her own, which changed her in different ways that you can't even begin to explain to the average Joe. So I thank Talia for being a part of my interview, and I hope you all enjoy.